Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. Why men are getting frustrated with the dating culture here in the Philippines. I just want to talk about that for a little while. We're still in Bacolod. We're about ready to leave now. Merle and the children are getting ready. We're headed back. I enjoy myself here in Bacolod. I learned a lot about this place. Remember, I've been in St. Carlos City for almost 6 years. We've been here so many times. But this time it was different because I met some people and they showed me some things. Certainly the food. The Cafe Bob's. If you live here, you know what I'm talking about. It's really good food, man. I ate there 3 times. Never had anything bad. I mean, it's really, really good. So when people talk about the food in the Philippines, it just depends. You got to know where you're going, but there's a lot of good food, certainly here in Bacolod. But yeah, we're here at the Mesa Vera residences. There's just a condo community here. A lot of people who follow me, they've stayed here before. And you know, I went on Airbnb, and it's really like a crapshoot because every condo is different. The first condo we had for the first 3 days was spectacular, but this one we had last night is pitiful. So I probably just won't even give it a review. I don't like to give bad reviews on Airbnb. Certainly here, you know, because it could ruin their whole business. But this place was pretty bad. There was no water heater for the shower. Basically was dirty. I'm going to tell her this stuff in a private message, but I'm not going to make it public. But I just want to talk about some stuff, why men are getting frustrated with the dating culture over here. Just some things I noticed over the last 6 years. First of all, you know, there's no casual dating. And I get a lot of questions about that. They're like, Cal, can I just come over there and date women? No. Usually when it's a foreigner and a Filipino, it's all or nothing from the jump street. I mean, there is no, you know, dating to kind of get to know each other, find out whether or not it's going to work out. A lot of us are coming out of divorces and long-term relationships, and we're not ready to jump right back into the fire, but that's what happens when you come over here. And a lot of men are frustrated with that. It's like, can't we make this romantic connection without, you know, being committed from day one? But yeah, that's a big problem over here. There's no casual dating. And it frustrates a lot of guys. They just want to date to start out. They just come out of a long-term relationship or a bitter divorce, and then I'm ready to jump right back on the horse again. But something else that I've noticed and I've experienced, because remember, my videos are about myself, it's a high expectation. They're very high for you. A lot of times we're expected to provide things that we're incapable of providing. One thing that I don't really like, even now, in every relationship I've ever had over here, I'm supposed to be perfect. Sort of reminds me of when I was married to my American wife. I'm supposed to put up with everything and all of your shortcomings and everything, but I'm supposed to be perfect. But the high expectations coming out of the gate, you know, the marriage, and you know, I want to save you, I want you to give me a new life, buy me the house and lot. I mean, from the very first day, the high expectations, men are frustrated with that. They're like, hold on, you know, they want you to love them, you know, love yourself first. But that's getting on people's nerves, and the more horror stories you hear, the more sugary videos we put out there, the higher the expectations are going to be. But it's gotten to the point where men are just frustrated with it. It's like, I'm just a regular guy. Let me just relax and live my fourth quarter without you putting all this stuff on my plate. we have to be the perfect stepfather. We're supposed to accept anything that they're bringing to the table. And it's getting on a lot of men's nerves, guys. This is what I noticed. So a lot of men are saying, you know, unless I find the perfect woman, maybe I'm not going to come over here today. And of course, you know, we're going to try. That's probably the reason why these things I'm talking about now is the reason why it usually takes you 4 or 5 times to find a woman that you're compatible with, that you can get along with. Because the dating is different for us over here. The dating culture, I'll put it like that. It's not like, you know, Filipino man, he has support. They don't even expect that. We're supposed to marry them right out the gate. But this last thing I'm going to talk about, this is really big. We can't seem to form a meaningful connection. It takes a long time. So you got to be with a woman for a long, long time to even figure out whether or not it's going to work. And a lot of that has to do with these cultural differences over here. The boundaries. You know, because a lot of these relationships, they don't go past the shallow stage, you know, the surface. It's these yes relationships, you know, as long as you say yes, I'm going to say yes. But there's really no meaningful relationship. And it's kind of hard when, you know, you're 60 and she's 25. And sometimes, you know, we want to have a meaningful conversation. We want to know, a lot of us are really infatuated with whether she loves me or not. Because if you're talking about a long-term relationship, it has to go further than the money, which they seem to be interested in, and the sex, which is what we seem to be interested in. Because after a while, man, you know, it gets quiet. You're going to be sitting across the table from some woman you really don't even know. So I just wanted to talk about that this morning. You know, a lot of men are getting frustrated with the dating scene over here. And I can't blame them really, because I was one of those guys, I jumped right in. I've never been single over here. I'm not complaining, I'm just telling you that I've never been single over here. I never really dated in my life. Even in America, I never dated. Most of the women that I had relationships with, it was fast out of the gate. I don't even know what dating is. To be honest with you, it's not just taking some woman to the movie. But over here, there is none of that. And that's really a big deal breaker here, guys. You know, it's all or nothing. The minute you get off the plane, you know, they want to move in, or they want to get married, or what they call engaged. You know, it's exclusive right away before you even get to know the country, before you even look around and see if there's anybody else. Because when we think about dating, we're saying, well, hell, I can date a couple of women, you know, just to see which one's which. No. I always tell you, I say, hey, when you're on those dating sites, meet a couple of women. But let them know that you're going to be meeting somebody else. That way, she doesn't feel blindsided. She doesn't feel slighted, because you don't want a scorned woman here. The expectations are out of the roof for you. You just don't know it. They're pretty lofty, and we're expected to provide things that we're just simply incapable of providing. A lot of us are older, man. Okay? And then that meaningful connection, a lot of times it's not there. That's why a lot of guys, they end up dating older women here. Okay, instead of the young, you know, stunners and stuff like that. They just don't have anything in common. You know, after you get out of the bed and everything, some of us want a little bit more than that. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I just wanted to make this short video On my live streams, a guy by the name of Ron Lawson, just about every live stream I have, he asks me, he said, hey, Cal, can I just date over there? And I think he's having second thoughts of coming over here, but he's not the only one. A lot of times when men get over here, they're just really frustrated. We seem to make it out. We leave out a whole lot of stuff about dating over here. We just take it for granted that you met somebody online already, and you get off the plane, she's going to meet you at the airport, and you're both going to ride off into the sunset. But it's not the case for a lot of men. And the list is growing because they're getting younger. The men are getting younger as they come over here. And our rates get tied down immediately. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find in your heart to help somebody. It's not a day goes by that I don't help somebody over here. We did the spin wheel last night. And I'll do it again Saturday because I forgot to do it Saturday. We had so much time. We had such a good time here. But if you're in Bacolod, man, go to Cafe Bob's. Thank me now. I had the Reuben sandwich. We also had that Alfredo pizza. It's good, man. This food is delicious. And then me and Marilyn, the day before, no, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? We split a Philly cheesesteak. Oh my God. It's the real deal, man. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves, take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Haven't heard anything from Elliot Eastman. If anybody has any updates, put it in the comments for me. I just want to keep his spirit alive. Hopefully they'll find him. You know, as the days go by, it's just getting more and more unlikely that he's okay. I hope he's still alive, but more likely whether or not he's okay. Also, thank y'all again for contributing to the GoFundMe. I'll put the link in there again because it's only a few days left for Miss Rosalia Chala Merritt. They're trying to bring her body back. She was tragically killed in a hit and run accident in Tennessee over in America. Family's trying to get her back here for a proper burial. Take care, y'all. And don't do anything stupid. Know what you're stepping into when you come over here as far as dating. Okay? There's levels to it over here, guys. When we come over here, we're bringing our Western cultures with us. And it doesn't always work out like that over here. More than likely, when you get off that plane, they want you to be involved in an exclusive relationship. Basically married from day one. That's what all the girlfriend experience, that's what all that's about. But in their culture, that's not normal. There is casual dating. Okay?